Hi, my name is Crystal Olivaria, and I'm the Career Conversationalist. Thank you for joining me today. Today, we are going to talk about how your child can find a job before graduating college. Discover 5 ways your child can find a great job. Avoid organizations with toxic environments. Learn what is possible with a plan of action. Today's quote is brought to you by Robin Douglas. If everything happened perfectly, I would have a job lined up before I graduated. Post is dedicated to Robin Douglas, a current student at Smith College School of Social Work at the time of crafting this post. Robin has shared the ups and downs of her journey along the path of getting accepted into her top school of choice and being awarded scholarships. Robin is a good role model for her courage to continue forward through doubt to reach the next milestone in her career journey of going back to school to earn her master's degree. As Robin approaches completing the program, I know there is doubt and uncertainty about the next step, getting a job. Therefore, this blog post was crafted to be a guide to provide a plan of action for moving forward from college to the workforce. Discover 5 ways your child can find a great job. 1. Socialize and meet recruiters. Recruiters are active on social media sites, looking to network and meet people like your child. Check out your child's profile online and use it to help them determine whether or not they want to take things to the next level by reaching out to introduce themselves. Your child does not have to apply for a job in order to be offered a job interview. Since your child never gets a second chance to make a first impression, it is important to understand how to use social media to make a great first impression. It provides a great 2-minute and 30-second video describing how to land a job using social media. The social media platform dominating the internet at the time of crafting this post for professional networking is LinkedIn. According to the Forbes article, How to Use LinkedIn, 5 Smart Steps to Career Success, 98% of recruiters and 85% of hiring managers use LinkedIn to find candidates. 2. Introduce yourself to staffing agencies. Staffing agencies have relationships with employers and understand their hiring needs. Taking the time to reach out to staffing agencies is smart because your child improves his or her chances of getting a job sooner with a lot less effort. Think of it this way. Your child can take the time to reach out to 5 employers, or your child can reach out to one staffing agency who has relationships with 5 employers. Your child less time to fill out one application for a staffing agency than it would for 5 employers. There are also additional benefits to using a staffing agency. First, it may take longer to find a permanent position than a temporary position depending upon employers' hiring needs. A staffing agency can help your child enter the workforce quickly by filling a temporary position while looking for a permanent position. Second, filling temporary positions gives your child opportunities to try out different positions with different companies. Your child insight as to what type of positions he or she does or does not want to hold. It will also help your child figure out which companies he or she does or does not want to work for. When a temporary position is ending, the staffing agency does the work to line up another position for your child. A good example of a temporary position may be an opportunity to work for a company while their permanent employee is on maternity leave. By law, the employer is required to hold the permanent position available for when the employee returns. However, the employer is in a predicament because they are short-staffed while their employee is on a leave of absence. Hiring a temporary worker to fill the position provides relief to the staff because it reduces the need to add to the workload of their coworkers while the worker is on a leave of absence. Other reasons employers may need to hire temporary workers include, but are not limited to, non-paid leave for employee injury, caring for aging parents, mourning the loss of a family member like a child or spouse, jury duty for anticipated long trials, and people in the military reserves who are called on for active duty. There are many good reasons why employers need temporary workers. I encourage your child to explore opportunities of working for a wide variety of employers. I also encourage seeking out local staffing agencies as well as national ones. Since Robin Douglas lives in California's Bay Area, I recommend checking out the following staffing agencies that pertain to her college major of social work. Social Services Staffing with their office in Concord, California, and DRG Healthcare Staffing with their office in South San Francisco, California. 3. Read magazines regularly. Magazines are written on a wide variety of topics. Your child is probably most familiar with music, hobbies, and entertainment magazines. However, your child is old enough to venture out and read industry magazines. Industry magazines cover a variety of topics about an industry. Articles are written about current news as well as spotlight employers and industry leaders. The content is good and the ads are better. Recruiters and employers looking to hire will advertise in industry magazines. Consider the following example. An essential resource for more than 85,000 professionals, Social Work Today is the only national trade magazine committed to exploring issues concerning the entire social work profession through expert and concise editorial content. For recruiters looking to connect with qualified social workers for a facility or client, Social Work Today is the premier resource for presenting current opportunities to this influential community of professionals, whether they are active or passively job seekers. The sooner your child is exposed and starts reading industry magazines, the more informed your child will be. Reading industry magazines sooner rather than later will also give your child more time to explore recommended resources like a job search engine that posts jobs only related to a particular industry. In this case, Social Work Today happily advertises the Allied Health search engine that has a career center to connect talent with opportunity. 4. Visit customized job search engines. Employers have a lot of options as to where they can post job positions. Employers may choose to advertise on a variety of sites in order to cast multiple nets to catch talent. Since no particular site will have all the job postings, checking out other sites. Also, each site may be organized information differently. This may make some search engines easier to use than others. Regardless, I recommend checking out multiple options so you know what job opportunities are available. Also, below are a few search engines that post social work positions. Social Work Job Bank, Social Service, Social Work Guide, Career One Stop, Idealist, Go Jobs, and there are also many other well-known sites like Monster and Indeed. 5. Participate and join local chapters of industry-related associations. If your child would like to live in a particular area of the country, then I strongly suggest spending time networking in the area your child wants to live in. Local events are a great way to find out about local opportunities. By attending events regularly, your child will start to develop relationships with people in the industry. Network of people, your child can ask for recommendations as to which companies are good to work for and general advice from his or her more experienced peers will provide guidance to your child over your child's entire career. For example, check out the following associations related to social work: National Association of Social Workers, Clinical Social Work Association, and American Clinical Social Work Association. Avoid organizations with toxic environments. A great place to start learning about organizations is to read their About page. Values are mentioned. Are these the values you share? If the About page catches your interest, then further explore their site and looking for supportive evidence. Are there testimonials from happy clients? Are the organization receiving awards from third parties? Are the organizations receiving positive press? The more supporting evidence you can find, the better. Social proof demonstrates that others are happy to support the organizations. People do not happily support organizations they are unhappy with. Therefore, use other people as a way to help you vet organizations. Word of caution. Reading the About page is a great starting point. However, it's easy to place words on a web page. You want to know if organizations have maintained their value since inception or if the organization's culture has deviated. If I were you, I would focus on learning about the reputation of management. What types of reputation does management have? How are problems within the organizations addressed? What does management do to retain talented workers? How does management address these subjects is going to demonstrate the organization's current values, stated or not. The answer to these questions are not going to be easy to find. A search online may reveal a lot of negative comments from people venting. However, there are people who can clearly articulate the pros and cons of working for a particular employer on sites like Glassdoor.com. Read the comments from people who give a fair assessment. I also like to read what people are saying, and I want to know if a particular topic or issue keeps coming up. People are sharing the same challenge. This is a yellow or red flag that the subject may be an organizational-wide challenge rather than a matter that affects a few people. Being aware of challenges and having a list of questions is going to be helpful when you talk to your peers to gather feedback about organizations. Your conversations will be more productive because you will have a list of questions prepared. I would also bring a list of questions with you to job interviews. Opportunity to see how employers respond to the same questions and discover how similar or different they are from others who've worked for the organization. Employers can provide candid answers about challenges. This is a sign that they are aware of what's happening within their organization and they are willing to address these challenges. Organizations paint a rosy picture that everything is great. I would proceed with caution. All organizations have challenges. It is how these organizations' challenges are addressed that separates the great organizations from the ones that have high employee turnover. I would also observe if the companies you are interviewing with share their values during the hiring process. If organizations mention their values during the interview, then all new hires are aware of the organization's values. Finding employees who are a good fit for organization's culture helps to maintain the organization's culture. If employers do not mention values during the interview process, I would still bring up the topic in conversation. I would also come to the conclusion that these organizations are not putting forth a lot of effort to ensure their organization is employees that are a good fit for their culture. Learn what is possible with a plan of action. A plan of action turns a dream into reality. The first step is knowing what you want. You want your child to have a job lined up before graduating with an amazing organization that has the same values, integrity that aligns with who your child is and what he or she believes in. The second step is to understand where your child is in their career journey. The third step is to create a plan of action to build a bridge from where your child is to where your child wants to be. As an example, let's say your child is attending college full-time, working in an internship, and has less than a year to graduate. Your child spends 5 hours a week on social media, like Facebook, and listens to a few podcasts each week. Your child primarily tunes in to social conversations online as a source of entertainment to unwind from his or her busy academic life. With this lifestyle, there is a huge gap between where your child is and where your child wants to be. Think of it this way. A college degree is like lining up the resources like construction material and pulling permits to build a bridge across the bay. A college degree alone will not guarantee a job. Your child needs a construction crew to create a bridge from where he or she is now to where he or she wants to be. A plan of action will enroll others to work on the project of building a bridge. A simple plan of action for your child can consist of the following. Continue to spend 5 hours a week on social media, but spend a little less time socializing for entertainment and a little more time socializing for professional networking. Continue to read magazines, but spend a little less time reading entertainment magazines and a little more time reading industry magazines. Continue to listen to podcasts, but spend a little less time on entertainment and a little more time on industry-related topics. Continue to consume industry-related content and spend more time commenting and sharing. Plan on spending a little time each week updating social media profiles so your child presents a consistent image across all social media platforms. Side note, updating profiles also includes mentioning favorite books, articles, authors, videos, movies, etc. There is a wide range of benefits of continuously updating profiles with such information. The most beneficial reason is it positions your child as an informed professional. For example, if you were a recruiter, which candidate would you be excited to reach out to schedule an interview with? Candidate A, graduating soon from Smith College School of Social Work, good grades, participates in school activities, and has letters of recommendations from professors. Or Candidate B, graduating soon from Smith College School of Social Work, good grades, participates in school activities, being a part of the curriculum committee at school, and has letters of recommendation from both professors and administration staff, enjoys listening to the podcast, The Mental Illness Happy Hour, that interviews comedians, artists, friends, and the occasional doctor. Each episode explores mental illness, trauma, addiction, and negative thinking. Also a follower of Dr. Gabe Mate, a renowned speaker and best-selling author on a range of topics including addiction, stress, and childhood development. If I were a recruiter, I would be most excited about reaching out and talking to candidate B to set up an interview. Interestingly, most college students fall into the candidate A category simply because they do not publicly share their professional interests with others online. Simply taking a few minutes to update profiles across multiple social media accounts can easily take a student from candidate A category to the candidate B category. Now, let's go back to the metaphor about your child needing a crew to build a bridge from where your child is to where your child wants to be. A group of people working together towards a common goal. The goal could be that society is better off with more bridges because it allows people to move around more freely. Everyone who crosses the bridge will be served, meaning every person your child helps in his or her career will be served. In order to assemble a crew, your child needs to attract professionals who are qualified and want to work with your child. When your child posts comments and shares articles and videos, your child is engaging in a public conversation where others are invited to join. And events about your industry are gathering spots for like-minded professionals. When others see your child sharing and commenting regularly, your child positions him or herself as an authority figure. People want to work with people who are knowledgeable and friendly. As such, people who are watching your child online will connect. With each professional your child adds to his or her network, your child is attracting another crew member to help build the bridge. These people will suggest advice and provide opportunities that your child may have never found on his or her own. Your child can wait till he or she has all the building material delivered to start hiring crew members and then begin construction. Or your child can start hiring crew members and begin working on the bridge as materials arrive. A bridge is a huge project. It is best to get started and work in sections rather than waiting around for all the material to be delivered and then being overwhelmed and done within a short time frame. Likewise, your child has the option of graduating college and then networking to find a job. Or your child can network while in college and have job leads and interviews prior to graduating college. Which plan of action are you going to encourage your child to implement? There are lots of great resources your child can use to find a great job. Recruiters, staffing agencies, industrial magazines, industry-related search engines, and industry associations are all easily accessible. Your child can prevent herself from working in a toxic environment by knowing what to do and what to look for prior to accepting a job offer. Your child can easily position him or herself to receive multiple job offers by making a few small changes to his or her current daily routine. Do you now understand why it's easy for your child to find a job before graduating college? Go share this post with your child and discuss what small daily changes your child can make or create in his or her daily life so he or she has his own plan of action. Thank you so much for watching this blog post. I hope you found it very helpful. If so, I would encourage you to visit the page grabyourfreegift.com/CrystalO, CRYSTALO. It presents a free gift on the what, where, and how of preparing for college, and you will be added to my emailing list where I send out weekly emails. One is of a blog post, the other is an inspirational motivational quote, and occasionally send out bonuses. And I would encourage you to create a file in your email for !career conversationalist. This way you can save all your emails in that file and you can easily access them later on when you want to review a specific topic. And I also just want to take a quick moment to thank Google. Even though there are some technology challenges and I don't have my lower third up, I still really appreciate the technology and the power that is being made available. So this live broadcast is being recorded with Google Hangouts. And if for some reason you weren't able to attend the live broadcast, then I encourage you to catch the replay, which is also being made available by YouTube, which is a part of Google. So once again, thank you so much, and I look forward to our paths connecting again soon.